Tonight, President Obama delivered his State of the Union address amid feelings of great uncertainty, concern, and in many cases, anger from the American people. As you know, the President and I have very differing visions for the future of the country, and I wanted to share my thoughts with you directly. I know that the staggering amount of money being spent in Washington is a large concern for many Americans, and I share those concerns. We simply cannot continue down this path of reckless spending. I have participated in town hall meetings across Arizona and the country where citizens continue to voice their sincere and deeply felt concerns and anger at the Democrats' out-of-control spending and their push for government-run health care. The President and the Democrats in Congress have legislated a physically irresponsible big spending agenda that's out of touch with the needs of Main Street America. Health care and stimulus money account for trillions of dollars in new deficit spending, and each bill that comes across President Obama's desk is laden with pork and kickbacks for special interests. But the interest of average Americans is being left behind. I will support the President's 3-year plan to freeze spending, but only if he promises to do his part and veto any bills that have earmarks or pork barrel spending on them. A spending freeze is a start, but it's not enough to pay down the current $12.4 trillion deficit. Further, Democrats can't say on one hand they want to freeze spending, while on the other hand pass a new second stimulus bill. My friends, the math just doesn't add up. The American people understand that calling for a spending freeze while advocating another $100 billion in spending is political rhetoric. Yesterday, I proposed a real spending cut, legislation to freeze non-defense, national security, and veteran non-discretionary spending until deficits are eliminated, and I will oppose a new second stimulus spending boondoggle. As congressional Democrats listen to Republican plans to tighten its spending, they would be well served to remember that average citizens have been cutting their household expenses for over a year while watching congressional Democrats spend money wildly. Just this week, Senate Democrats proposed legislation to raise our country's debt ceiling by $1.9 trillion. These plans were drafted in rooms far from the kitchen tables of Americans. Congress needs to show fiscal sanity and should begin by cutting taxes and giving more tax incentives to small businesses, which in turn would help stimulate our economy and create more jobs. Although we have many battles to fight in Washington, our cause is strengthened by new allies each day. I look forward to working with my friend Scott Brown, the senator-elect from Massachusetts. The people of Massachusetts confirmed what we have been saying for a long time. The American people want a change in Washington and an end to big government solutions to problems like health care. I've urged the President to start over on health care by sitting down with members of both parties to begin a constructive dialogue that brings together all parties to fix our health care system. Let's start with areas that everyone agrees we should act on, like real medical malpractice lawsuit reforms. My friends, I'm confident that America's best days are still ahead of us. I stand ready to continue fighting for the principles we hold dear. Where we agree, I will work with President Obama and make our country a better place. And I will always advance the core values that I hold dear and won't hesitate to stand up for what is right. You know that I never back down from a fight, and I appreciate the support from friends like you. I'm ready for the fight to come.